So going back to the boy and the symbol, I mean, it's like we wake up and then we talk to Liara about all the people dying back on Earth. So we dream about the boy being on fire, and then we talk about all the humans dying. I mean, is in terms of storytelling, sometimes people say that like some ideas are too big for people to understand, and so with the idea that the Reapers are on Earth and they're like killing billions of people, like the idea is people can't really relate to billions of people dying, not even millions of people dying, because how do you make sense of that? I mean, you don't even know what does a million people even look like. You don't even know, right? Whereas people can relate to one person or like one boy, or I mean the idea is people can relate more easily to one boy, and so using that boy as a symbol creates a story that's somewhat easier to relate to than trying to portray billions of people dying. So, but I'm not sure I entirely agree with that, because I mean the boy, okay, it's a symbol. Okay, I understand what they're trying to do there, but I don't think it's powerful enough. I think it's too easy to relate to. I think some things shouldn't be easy. I think it's kind of too easy to understand, just to have that symbol stand in the place of all those billions of people dying out there. I mean that's my opinion personally. I don't find the boy symbol to be all that powerful, to be honest. But the idea is that we can relate to that instead of the billions, which you can't, which is more difficult to relate to. I don't know. I think they're trying to make things too easy, and in doing so, they've lost some of the power of the story that could have been involved if they actually tried to talk about billions of people instead of just the boy. Does that make sense? Anyway, let's just carry on with the game for now. So that's the war terminal. War assets. The people, weapons, armies, and fleets that you've accumulated are your war assets. The overall readiness of the galaxy determines how effectively these assets will perform in the final battle. The readiness rating, there's a multiplayer element to Mass Effect 3. If you play the multiplayer, your readiness rating will increase. We're not going to do that because we don't have to, and I don't really want to, and it's not very good anyway. So the Alliance, currently we have 655 points. The Engineering Corps on Mars, okay, that's great. 103rd Marine Division. Alright, that's great. So the Alliance has a number of fleets, but all of the fleets have been reduced to 2/3 of its original strength because of the Battle of the Citadel. And, actually saving the Council lost a few ships more as well, so now, actually it doesn't say saving the Council. Oh, yes, it does. This fleet lost a third of its vessels protecting this council during the Battle of the Citadel 2 years ago, so we lost a few ships there, and so we actually under strength. Or, our fleets are slightly lower strength because we chose to save the council. So Diana Ellis, who needs to wear more clothes, is also a war asset, although she's not worth that much. And apparently the Normandy is worth more than the fleet, so our ship is pretty special. Although we did upgrade it. Remember in the last game we got those upgrades, the Thanix cannon, and the Solaris armor, and the cyclonic barrier technology. So we got those upgrades in the last game, which allowed us to survive the suicide mission against the collectors pretty well. So those things count towards more points for us for the Normandy here as well. Mineral resources, because we went and dug up a lot more minerals than we needed to, we get points for that as well. They're using that to build a protein device. 100 points, I don't remember if we can get more than that. Also, Kalisa El-Jelani is also a war asset. Her Sincerity Touch extranet viewers and donations for war relief efforts are pouring in, both to the Alliance and its alien allies, so that's good. So depending on how you talk to people, they can get bonus points for your war assets, depending on what they do. So there we go. So we need this many points to get the best ending, quote unquote best ending, but we'll talk about the ending at the end. War map. Yeah, so this is like the multiplayer. Actually, this is kind of interesting too. So galactic readiness is at 50%, and if you play the multiplayer a lot, then you can raise that to 100, but you don't really need to. I might do that a little bit, just to show you what that's like. So, but this is kind of interesting too, this map here. So we've got the inner council space. This territory contains the Solarian, Turian, and Volus and Hana homeworlds, as well as the Citadel, the heart of this council space. Solarian, Turian, Volus, and Hana. The Krogan are here as well, I'm pretty sure. Terminus systems, actually outer council space, so this stuff contains Asari and Elcor home planets. Hold on. Oh, I see. The Asari are here. Not sure that makes a lot of sense, because I thought... never mind. So the Asari and Elcor are here. The Earth Systems Alliance, apparently we've got a huge territory. I don't know why Earth Systems Alliance has so much territory, but... So, humans are here. The Batarian hegemony, I think, is around here. Let's see, Anakin Traverse. Large territory on the edge of civilized space, so it's like kind of there, right? I think the Batarians are mostly there. And then the Terminus systems includes the Geth and the Quarian homeworld. I think the Quarian homeworld is like here, and there's a lot of stuff out there that the Citadel has no influence over. So the Citadel kinda has control, well, you know, the Council technically has control over that much there, and then the Anakin Traverse, like they don't acknowledge Council authority. Well, let's put it this way: they don't submit to Council authority, but they kind of acknowledge the Council as an authority in the sense that they deal with the Council, or they are affected by Council policies, even though they technically they don't like the Council, but they nevertheless have to acknowledge that the Council is a thing. Whereas the Terminus systems, they just kind of out there doing their own thing. Anyway, that's like the map. That's interesting, I think, story-wise. Okay. This is, I don't know, like the ship's a mess. Oh, there's also models. You know those model ships we bought back in the second game? We can find them scattered around the ship. I don't know why it's scattered all over the place. So this is like the meeting room, and everything's kind of dirty and then under construction, and I don't know what that's about. But they're never gonna fix that. Right, so they put in the loading screen here, and these two people just stand here all day. What should we do? Let's go around and talk to people. Well, that's the ship. Alright, let's go find Joker. I'm pretty sure they put in more doors on the ship, just so there's more loading screens. It means they can put in more detail on the ship, but it also means more loading sometimes. Joker. Also, this ramp here, it's a death trap. You can just get stuck. See how I'm kind of sliding a little bit on that bit there? That there? Oh, there we go, I got stuck. See that? I can't move. So every time I come up here, I have to quick save, just in case I slide into that death trap and then I can't move again. You can just get stuck on the ramp there. Alright.
Hey, Commander. You know, I had my doubts about the Council. But after years of ignoring your warnings, they're finally willing to step up and tell you they just can't help.
They're doing everything they can.
Did they at least validate our parking? Well, let me know if you want me to get them on the channel and then hang up on them. You know, for old time's sake.
Yes. So Joker's still having a pretty good time here. We've lost the other side of the ship. So that used to be...
The Alliance has found a new Cerberus lab on Sanctum. Admiral Hackett would like you to investigate.
Okay, so that used to be the armory in the last game. So now it's turned into something else, I guess. So the old communications room is now the war room, and then the quantum entanglement stuff is back there. Or maybe it's back here, I don't know. They've changed the layout a little bit. What's going on here? Oh, this is tutorials. We're not gonna watch that. Emails. Priority mission Eden Prime. Cerberus has attacked Eden Prime and is now occupying the colony. Alliance forces are stretched too thin right now to attempt to liberate the colony, but we've been doing what we can to covertly aid the local resistance. In the process, we've learned that Cerberus has uncovered a major protein artifact. We don't know what it is, but it appears to be the reason for the attack on the colony. Alright, an upgrade waiting from Glyph. Some of the data you found allow me to research an upgrade for you. Simply access the terminal on Dr. Tizoni's office at your convenience. Okay, I need to go downstairs to talk to Glyph. In a news article on the Quarian fleet. Where is the Quarian fleet? The latest intelligence shows that the Reapers are taking system after system at a feverish pace. Members of all races are fleeing their stations, colonies, and in some cases their homeworlds. This kind of forced exodus might seem especially familiar to the nomadic Quarians who were pushed off their homeworld by the synthetic guests centuries ago. But as the galaxy pushes back against the Reapers, the Quarians are conspicuously absent. Turian and Alliance spokespeople cannot provide the fleet's current location. They say they have other concerns at the moment. Whatever the Quarians are up to, they want it kept secret from the Council. After a refueling stop at Ilium, the fleet left no stated destination, and there are also reports of a galaxy-wide call for all young adult Quarians to abandon the pilgrimages to rejoin the fleet. Greedy and short-sighted powers will always try to gain the upper hand in times of galactic crisis. We can only hope that whatever the Quarians are planning does not interfere with the only thing that should matter, stopping the Reapers. The Quarians are doing something. Emergency flash traffic urgent from Alliance fleet operations. All Alliance... all caps. Bro, turn off your caps lock. All Alliance military personnel. This is a... Actually, should I shout this? Because this is all caps. This is a galaxy-wide alert for all human territories. Fleet Admiral Hackett has declared threat condition Saber 1. Enemy presence confirmed in Sol System. Earth under Reaper attack. All Alliance military personnel are directed to evacuate Sol System at first available opportunity. Do not attempt Earth approach. Heavy enemy resistance reported. Repeat, do not attempt Earth approach. Further instructions to follow on coded channel Crimson Tacit. Earth-based Alliance personnel unable to evacuate are directed to commence any and all necessary countermeasures. All remaining Alliance personnel outside Sol Theater are directed to muster at pre-appointed staging areas and commence offensive combat operations at first available opportunity. In absence of further instruction, independent action is authorized. Right, so all caps. Make sure that's shouted. Reinstatement from Stephen Hackett. Commander Shepard. This letter formally acknowledges your reinstatement into the Alliance Navy per Admiral David Anderson's recent verbal communication. Under Emergency War Powers Regulation 903.5, you are hereby authorized to assume command of the Normandy SR-2. You are directed to begin interdiction operations against any and all enemies posing a threat to Earth, its colonies, and its allies. Furthermore, you are granted diplomatic authority to establish treaties with non-human races as required to support your mission. So we are back in business, reinstated. Special Ops from Stephen Hackett. Shepard, Alliance forces are stretched thin across the galaxy. We need your specific talents for a series of ops. These missions will open doors for the Alliance in places we can't touch through conventional means. We'll deploy operatives to hold point after you've completed your objectives. I need you to head to a Cerberus lab on the planet Sanctum. I'll brief you when you're inbound, Hackett. Alright, so that's our emails for now. Eden Prime is kind of important. I think we'll go there first, actually. But before we do that, let's walk around the ship, because that's fun. And as if the game wasn't depressing enough, all the people who have previously died, and more names will be added here throughout the game. Spoiler alert, people die. So notably, Kaden Alenko is there. You see that? Right above my head? Kaden Alenko. And, yeah. So, plenty of room for people to die still. Alright, let's walk around and talk to people. What are these guys doing? Standing around? We don't have a chef anymore. Mess Sergeant Gardner is not here anymore. I don't know who cooks for these guys now. Alright, Dr Chakwas? Hey, what's up?
Commander. Everything okay down here, Doctor?
The Alliance team cleaned up and restocked, but it's still my old medbay. Feels like home.
Welcome back.
Thank you. Let's waste no time. If I may, I'd like to examine you.
Nothing wrong with me, is there?
No, but we should keep an eye on all those cybernetic implants Cerberus grafted into you.
Expensive stuff bringing me back.
And worth every penny. Let's just make sure everything is okay.
Guess a checkup never hurts. Just no scalpel this time, Doc.
Alas, to my great disappointment, it is nothing invasive. I'm just going to run some diagnostics on your implants, and it'll take a few readings. The procedure we did for your scarring has produced a lovely synthetic protein overlay. And your body has accepted the implants quite nicely.
You did better. Sure didn't come cheap.
That's it. You're the picture of health.
Alright.
How's our inventory of meds?
The medbay was fully stocked before you left Earth. We should be good for a long time, even given the amount of fire you take each day.
Do you ever regret working for Cerberus?
We didn't work for them. We used them. If I were to feel anything, it would be guilt. We took their money, took their best people, took their best ship. We used them to defeat the Collectors, and now we are using their resources against them. So no, I don't regret it one bit.
Dr Chakwas is pretty cool.
You never mentioned any of your family.
None to speak of, really. I'm the last of a prestigious line of medical professionals. The Alliance is my spouse, and you're all my children. I'm blessed with many close friends. But with each Alliance vessel taken, I lose one or two. We need to end this war.
Yes.
I'll see you around, Doctor.
Take care, Shepard.
Well, there's Dr Chakwas, having a good time in the medbay. Reassign powers. Oh, it costs money. Hold on, we're gonna leave that for now.